Amazon have done it again. They've released yet another Fire tablet, this time a refreshed 7-inch version. Much overdue. The last iteration of the Fire 7 is a good few years old now, and it's very much a weak tablet. We know that they normally all are, but particularly the 7's bad. Let's have a look around the box before we get it unboxed. So Fire 7, got a hanger so we can hang it up somewhere. On this side, there's like a load of information that I don't really want to show you for obvious reasons. And on the back, so it says read, play, watch, connect. The Fire 7 brings snappy performance to your personal entertainment. Read, game, watch series and films. Make video calls, browse the web, or go hands-free with Alexa. This compact tablet works hard to help you play even harder. Seems to be indicating might be quite strong for gaming, given that it goes on about Roblox on the back here. Then we got some of the specs on the back. So we've got an SD display, it's saying here, with 1024 by 600 resolution, front and rear cameras, which I'm already expecting will be pretty rubbish, with Alexa, quad-core processor, and a micro SD slot up to 1 terabyte. Get a lot of media on there, which is potentially useful. 2 gigabytes of RAM, so that is a big increase on the previous iteration, and it tells you on the back what's included. It's got the Fire 7 12th generation Wi-Fi enabled tablet, Amazon power adapter, USB-C 2.0 charging cable, USB-C for the win. Get rid of some of those awful micro USB cables that break all the time. And built-in rechargeable battery, sponsored screensavers with ads. Ads can be removed for a fee. It seemed to be a nice solid proper box now. We did have those kind of they're sort of triangular before. Not good. So it's nice to see that they've caught up with the rest of the world and started providing us with a proper box, so we can potentially resell the tablet when we wish to upgrade. So just one strip along the top to get it unboxed. I'll just drag all the contents out for now. So the box is even orange inside. Lovely attention to detail there. So we've got the tablet itself. The bezels do seem to be a little bit more equal all the way around it. We used to have a massive chin on them. Noticed as well the camera's there now rather than up on that side there. I've just got the black version of it here. We'll go into that in a bit more detail once we've seen what else is in the box. Don't think we're going to get much other than the charger and a couple of documents. That's quite nice. Got the Amazon smile there. Oh dear. It's got the charger here, 5 watts. That's all we need. USB-C charging cable. Usual high standard you get with this type of thing. Hello, bonjour, ciao, hola, Fire 7. Just some very basic information of how to work your way around the buttons, that kind of thing. And important information is going to be the warranty and safety information. Just move a few bits to the side and we'll have a look at the tablet itself. Got a nice plastic wrap on it that should come off fairly easily. And it just slides out. Oh, this feels nice. A very glossy screen there that's inevitably going to get caked in fingerprints. So, on the top we have a speaker. On this side we have got lock button, volume rocker, microphone, USB-C and headphone jack. Glad to see they're still keeping on with that. Micro SD slot. And that's it. So we've just got one speaker on the top, which is unusual, but never mind. We'll sort of fire the sound away from you a little bit. So we'll just get it powered on and set up. So you can actually set these so that they're already set up and linked to your account when you first purchase them. If you purchase them through an Amazon account, obviously if you buy them from a shop, that's not going to happen. The setup process was incredibly quick. Mainly because my Wi-Fi details are also stored with my Amazon account, so it already connected pretty much, switched it on straight in. I've done a software update that was available, and what we have is the usual Amazon setup and home screen that's not very customizable. It's not amazingly snappy, to be honest with you. It works, but it's not brilliant. It's pretty much exactly the same as it's always been on these tablets. Take a quick look at the cameras and how they perform. This is just some footage recorded on the front-facing camera. As you can see, it's good enough for video calls, but quite grainy image at 720p. Not really expecting anything better, to be honest with you. We just do get the basic of the basic with these cameras. Rear-facing camera is a similar story, so you're not going to get a great image on video. And I'll just flash up a couple of photos that I've taken with this camera as well. As you can see, pretty rubbish, but what do you expect? One thing I did like that was a bit of a step in the right direction for me is they've added some colour onto the settings screen. So each setting has got an icon. It almost feels like finally Amazon have got a sort of brand on here. Storage wise, it's good to see that we've now got 16 gigabytes in these, and we end up with around 10 gigabytes free. Although I have installed Roblox on here, but other than that, I've not installed anything, and it's just as it comes out of the box. App Store wise, not really any changes, simply because the App Store for Amazon devices has been pretty rubbish for quite a while now. If you look at, for example, the best sellers, top page, you've got like Minecraft, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, nothing new. Developers pretty much have given up on the platform, I think, when it comes to gaming, mainly because it's also held back by the low-powered hardware. Top grossing as well, you've got your casual games here, apart from Roblox. But nothing much going on. You want to be getting the Play Store on here as a minimum, but whether or not it's going to play some of the games that are a bit more demanding is yet to be seen, but I'm going to give that a go now. Some simple 3D gaming is possible on this tablet, but it's not that amazing. It's a bit all over the place. And there you go, it just got stuck completely before I then got killed by the piggy. Good news is we can install the Google Play Store. Just use the tutorial that's up in this corner here. Here we go, lovely bit of Minecraft gameplay here. Fairly smooth is this. Quite impressive. Bit of stuttering as we're doing things, but yeah, not too bad. Let's take a look at another game. Bit of Asphalt 8 here. So Asphalt 9 I did try, it wouldn't run, it wouldn't even open, it just crashed. But this one works. Admittedly this is the loading screen, but it does actually let you play the game while the rest of it's downloading. And it's pretty good. It's very smooth, but it is an old game now, very old in fact. I think it's probably nearly 10 years old. Which is mad thinking about it. So in terms of what's new with the Fire Tablet 7, they've doubled the RAM, so we now have 2 gigabytes rather than 1 gigabyte. The processor's marginally quicker. Amazon claim about 30% quicker, but I've yet to see anything that kind of indicates that. I do think a lot of apps have moved on in 3 years in terms of what demand is there from them. And the battery is allegedly 40% higher. So you get, according to Amazon, up to 10 hours of general use, which is pretty funky, to be honest. One other thing that's been upgraded. So this comes with Fire OS 8, which has Android 11 running in the background. So there's a bit of an upgrade to the operating system in the background. So you can actually have dark mode activated all the time. And apps can opt in or opt out of that. So that's pretty good, a bit better for your eyes. Speaking of which, we'll just try the blue shade, see if that's improved. Nah, still making everything like a sepia colour. Not impressed. It does come with Alexa hands-free. There we go, there she is.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Let's try a proper query. Alexa, what time is it in New York City right now?
In New York, it's 1:17 p.m.
There we go. Even shows you a picture of New York. Very impressive. Just one more test now before I give you my verdict. So I'm just going to whack the volume on full. and just going to test some media playback. Here I am with another wonderful product review. This time it is another product from Exa Telecom. This time it is a So the volume's fairly loud. To say it's coming from one speaker, it's quite impressive. Very much loud enough for your own sort of personal space, consuming your own media in a room, for example. The volume's not going to fill a room, but as it has a headphone jack, you've got unlimited options for what you want for the audio. You could use some Bluetooth headphones, or you could plug it into an amplifier and fire it all around your house if you wanted to. So as we come to the end of my initial review, this is what I think. You get what you pay for. In the current cost of living crisis that seems to be spiraling a little bit out of control, is an inflation busting device. If you're looking for just media playback and some casual gaming, then you can't really go wrong for this price. It is again held back by some of the missing features from the Android operating system. It's really frustrating how they do that. Things like audio latency seem to be terrible. I've not put anything on this video, but when I've tried DJ software, music software, there's a huge delay between a USB MIDI signal going into the device and the audio actually coming out of it. Really kind of holding back what you can do with these devices, but the reason they are so cheap is because they are tied into the Amazon ecosystem. Yes, you can install the Play Store, but they don't really want you to do that. They want you to buy your apps through the Amazon App Store. Now, what I would say is maybe it's about time that Amazon started giving some sort of incentive to developers to actually get their apps into the App Store. There's a huge amount of the Google Play library that isn't in there, and it's not because the hardware is not capable of doing it. It's just the developers don't want to go through the hoops just to get it on a device where hardly anyone uses the App Store because they're reinstalling the Play Store. Overall, good for the money. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.